Context Media. We back. It's your boy Musa. Go ahead, like and subscribe to the channel. You know all that good stuff. You know what it is. If we can get to the root, is no need to cater to the branches. ARP. Coach Corleone versus Luck Dollaz. You got yourself one. So I want to say salute to them brothers. Fire battle. Um, I think it's going. I think it's one of the best battles. From the brick by brick that I've seen. Period. So let's get into the battle. I did have Coach winning. I had Coach winning 2-1. Um, I gave him the first and the second, but I did think Luck. I gave you the third. And I ain't gonna lie, Luck. You know what I mean. After all of that, I'm from Chicago. After all of that, fuck Chicago shit. I was seeing what you was gonna do. I was seeing what you was gonna do. I was playing around. Hope you was getting said. I hope you get washed and everything, but he definitely didn't. Um, I say this. I say your first round. The first round was a strong first round. The first half of it. The second half kind of tailed off a little bit, especially once you got to that Johnny Gill bar. I seen that a mile away. Plus, it was like it wasn't all that. The career off the block like Matumbo, we didn't heard that before from Briz DNA. We didn't heard that before. Different variations of it. So I was like, I don't even know why they reacted to it. It was kind of like, we didn't heard that before. But your first round was it started off super crazy, and then it kind of like tailed off on it. As opposed to your second round, it went. It started a little slow, and I felt like, and then it heated up and continued to heat up. I felt like your third was your most complete round. You had a great third. Your first round, Cap opened up with the metal arm, go gadget. MLK had a dream too. He got shot down. Retiring Coach Popovich. You had some ladder in the crib, go lead to the upper room. Because the ladder in the crib. It was listen. And you fire. I like those back to back. I like the back to back punches. I like the. I understand you're a puncher. You good. I would just say this. I would say that every now and again, I would say switch your cadence up a little bit because even though you punching, while you continue to punch, you mostly monotone, almost the same cadence and rhyme pattern. Even though you punch it back to back and your bars might be fired, if your opponent is switching his cadence up, and and stuff, it looks kind of different. And you there, you performing and you doing all that, but you still right after you do that, you still rapping the same. Except for in your third when you went into that, that one pocket. You went into that pocket plot thicker, not as good as you think, Coach Doc Rivers. Hammer bang, shift your frame. That little flow where you was kind of sped it up and you was like back to back, kind of like your little, almost like an AMG. I feel like you should get into that pattern and rhyme, pocket a little more, like, switch up the speed a little bit and them type of back to back punches that you got, find a way to incorporate a rhyme pattern in a different cadence, because you fire for real. Like Coach, I had Coach winning this first, added for the cheap like a garage sale. He just had, it was a more complete round. He switched, he had a little, and Coach, I would advise you to switch your cadence more too, because sometimes you get caught up in that, that same cadence, and it gets monotone, even though you got bars, and it's, some people, we want to hear, that back to back switch speeds. And Luck, ain't you Dot Mob? Like I heard you say Dot Mob, like for real, Rex was the first one with AMG mode. Switching speeds, him, Young Ill, and Aver, like just saying. But yeah, I gave Luck I gave Coach the first with the whole, he had breakdown dollars better than the dad on Everybody Hates Chris. I'm cold with a roundhouse, like an Eskimo crib. Like he had Coach. Coach, let me holler at you, Coach. Hey, Coach, listen. You fire for real. You polish, you know what I mean? You groom around the edges. Or, you know what I mean? You like, you know what I mean? Like even though you young or whatever, I mean younger in battle rap, I mean, like it seems like, you know what I mean, you're you have veteran traits. You understand what I'm saying? You have veteran traits. And I feel like, yo, I feel like, you know what I mean, a little bit more performance, a little, you know what I mean, jumping in and out of rhyme patterns and cadences. I feel like you are going to be a real problem. And shout out to you because your bars are there and everything, your energy there and everything. Like you miss out, you know what I mean, you call yourself out the gate. You know what I mean? A couple people might want to contend for that title, but I'm just saying, like, you are fire. You fire. You know what I mean? You have very good battle rap traits and attributes. And I would tell you to continue to, you know what I mean, groom yourself because you could be, you know what I mean, you I feel like you're gonna be great. I could be. I feel like you're gonna be great. Second round. Second round, look, you had a better round, you know what I mean, than your first, which is the objective, I feel like. You know what I mean? That you would want to have your, you know what I mean, first, second, and third. I feel like you would be one to, you know what I mean, ascend, you know what I mean, lead the people with like your greatest round so they will have a debate. I feel like you did that. That should be the objective. Like, you know what I mean, your round should get greater. I felt like you got comfortable. You got a little more comfortable in this round. You know what I mean? You was talking your shit in between bars and all of that. Punch outside the box, only prepping you for getting buried alive. You know what I mean? And the Fiends trade the best shit at Christmas time. You was wilding in this round, and I mean, I did feel like it was a better round for you, but I just don't feel like it was enough. You know what I mean? Coach had a lot of bars in his round, like, you know what I mean. Lunch of solitary confinement, just me and the tray. Shot in the spine like a chick at birth. Doc on his back like a prison. Doc on his back like a prison shirt. I've been doing this as easy. Been on cocaine. What's that nigga? Yay high, crippler, crossface, armor. He was wilding. I'm talking about he was wilding on you. Have you ever parked in the van on the ops block, waiting for them to come out in the morning, but it's just three? Like he was wilding on you. Two cans next to the bed like a mini fridge. Like what? Like come on, man. It's palm behind it like good pictures in California. Bet you won't make it in front of 12 like a U-turn. See, y'all know that in Chicago, like you can't really make a U-turn anywhere unless it's a sign that says you allowed to. So you can't really make a U-turn. So that's why y'all it might not register because in some states you can make a U-turn anywhere unless it's a sign that says you're not allowed. But yeah, I gave Coach that round. I had Coach up 2-0. But your third, honestly, and also, I felt like you had the best bar of the battle, hands down. You had the best bar of the battle. That whole heat in the stash left premium in the glass. My nickel rocks made my bundles look like baby teeth in the back. You definitely, that was the best bar to me. To me, you definitely had the best bar of the battle. And that whole rhyme pattern that led into the next rhyme pattern, not as, the plot thick is not as good as you think you are, Coach Doc Rivers. You know what I mean? All of that, you know what I mean? Hammer, bang, shift your frame, optician. That whole thing. Listen, Luck Dollaz, like your punching ability is absolutely ridiculous. You are an absolutely great puncher. Like I'm talking about, like you are a great puncher. Like, and I feel like if you know what I mean, if you groom your skills, I feel like we're gonna be talking about you in regards to some of the, you know what I mean, the good punchers in the game right now. You know what I mean? And I think that, you know what I mean, you're on your way to that conversation. I feel like, you know what I mean, switch up your cadence a little bit. You know what I mean? Your performance is great. Your bars are A1. You know what I mean? And I feel like your third was your most complete round as a, you know what I mean, from a battle rap standpoint, how you attack your opponent, how you know what I mean, you approach them, turn down coach like a bougie bitch, all of that, like how you approach them, bar placement, everything. I felt like this was your most complete round. I feel like it was the most complete round of the battle, coach. Even though you had, you know what I mean, a great round. Aaron behind him like Brett Favre in his prime and all lemon squeeze on the glass like a martini. You know what I mean? Clip on, bow tie, real step. You know what I mean? The real steppers in sync like the fruit of Islam. Clip on, bow tie, all of that. Like you was good, and you stopped your round a little short. You know what I mean? And I just feel like Luck had the better and more complete round. You know what I mean? And I just Luck, like I feel like you on your way to being like, you know what I mean, a great puncher, and in the conversation, a great puncher. Um, and I fuck with you, but I didn't. What I don't like though, I'm gonna keep it real. What I don't like the fact that, you know what I mean, the shock value of your face offs and everything. Because what was the point of saying, you know what I mean, fuck Kanye's mother? Like she's dead. She don't battle rap. What was the point of saying fuck Chief Keef and everything, all this in Chicago? Like, and then you know what I mean, it's battle rap. And then, you know what I mean, you come to Chicago ever, and then a nigga, you know what I mean, pressure you gonna be like, oh, it's battle rap, but none of them niggas battle rap. Like Kanye ain't the only one who care about that woman. He got, you know what I mean? That woman got brothers, nephews, sisters, nieces, all, you know what I mean? So like, why would you disrespect them and them have to click on YouTube and seeing you disrespect that woman who has nothing to do with battle rap? Like at some point, it's like, for what though? Like that woman, like she's dead. Like you bringing her up for a battle rap in the face off that had nothing to do with nothing. You don't know that woman. You don't know her family. You don't know nothing. There's people who might love her dearly. Like why would you? You know what I mean? It was no need. No need for you to bring up Chief Keef and all that. By the way, you don't know none of them. You don't know how them. You don't know how niggas feel in Chicago about him. You don't know how niggas feel about none of the people that you name. And then, like you know what I mean? If you ever have to come to Chicago, if you ever have to come here, then what? Like, I mean, then you talking about it's senseless killing. If they killing niggas from here, you think a nigga won't kill you over disrespecting they dead people? Like, bro, you all got to stop. Like, you know what I mean? And I understand everybody want to be gangster, everybody want to be tough. But I'm telling you, bro, listen, I'm from here, I live here. Like, you do not like want to be like disrespecting people that's from here and then want to come here and think that you just gonna battle rap and go home. Like nigga might want to come see you, and if they don't, cool. But why even put yourself in harm's way? You could be gangster all you want to. You probably the man in your city, but you ain't shit here, player. For real. Like I'm just saying, like keep that shit battle rap because it was a, you know what I mean, you and from your, you know, from your battle rap, I could see you creative enough to come up with things where you won't have to say things for shock value, disrespect the dead, disrespect people's mothers and family members, or disrespect people from here who people really have love for, or to put in blood, sweat, and tears here in Chicago. And you know what I mean, you're not from here, you don't know what them niggas about, and you doing all of this woofing, and then you know what I mean, something happened or whatever. Or you may have to defend yourself and something happened to someone. All of this shit that be unnecessary. But salute to you. Salute to, you know what I mean, y'all. That shit was fire. You know what I mean, RBE, you got one. ARP, you got one. Salute to you, brother. Proper Context Media.